Well, nice change of pace out there on this Wednesday. That frontal boundary moving through early, so that kept things dry here in the bluegrass. Not the case down south. A little bit of a temperature gradient, but the clouds, that'll be the big story, it looks like, as we roll into the day on Thursday. Some low-level cloudiness that continues to break the heat a bit, which will take warm as high school football kicks off on Friday. And as we kind of teased yesterday, it's looking probable here, a little early touch of fall on tap into the early part of next week. Viper radar is quiet now. Everything looking good, so no issues at all. If you got plans this evening, big storms earlier, rumbling across parts of southern, southeastern Kentucky, Williamsburg, up to Corbin, over to Barberville, down toward Pineville, Middlesboro, and again, the stubborn cloudiness trying to break apart a bit here in the bluegrass here late on this Wednesday afternoon. Off to the east and southeast, that's where the bulk of the storm's organized activity has been during the course of the day. A little sunshine in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse here in Mount Sterling. We're at 82. Light north wind at about 5 to 10. That's going to be key in helping to bring a bit of drier air into the region. Jackson County near McKee at the Mesonet, it's 84 there. We can deal with that. A little hotter down south with that frontal boundary just having exited the area. Meanwhile, low 80s here in the bluegrass, and you notice everywhere enjoying temperatures a good bit cooler than what we had 24 hours ago. Not much break from the dew points and humidity levels. That'll change though. There's your front moving off to the southeast and doing its job, helping keep Hurricane Aaron, which is expected to strengthen back to a major hurricane, a low-end one, off the east coast of the U.S. So notice on our futurecast, scattered clouds and then probably mostly cloudy at daybreak tomorrow, despite the fact that we head to the mid-60s. And then as we go through the morning, clouds may hang tough. This is a fairly common pattern here in the Ohio Valley, usually more so in the fall and winter, but we're catching it this time around. By the afternoon tomorrow, should make a recovery at least into the mid-80s. If it happens earlier, it would be a touch warmer than that. Best rain chance will be fairly low end on Saturday. That's about it as we go through the next few days. So looking good on Friday, albeit a touch warmer, especially for those earlier games kicking off around 6 or so. We'll be in the upper 80s. Same story as this frontal boundary moves in here on Saturday. Don't cancel any outdoor plans. Just a few isolated storms on the table. Notice the eye a little more well-defined, even though max winds are 115 or 110. It's shy of Category 3 status. It's a high end 2 right now, but it's moving due to the north pretty rapidly here. So this thing's going to truck off to the north and then curve northeasterly pretty quickly. But tropical storm warnings through the Outer Banks, the Delmarva Peninsula, and all the way up to the Jersey Shore. A lot of high surf and, of course, some rain because of the wide storm that we're dealing with, and eventually it hits the cooler waters of the North Atlantic and begins to weaken out. Look at the muggy cast. This thing's going to drop off rapidly late Sunday. The bulk of the weekend is still going to be a touch on the humid side. Even behind this front on Sunday, you still see the light and darker green at 60, 65 degree dew points. That's a little muggy, but once that goes away, that's when we work the drier air in. And this high pressure, unusually strong and unusually cool for late August. So that's going to make for a fantastic stretch heading into early next week. Scattered clouds, mild tonight, 66, morning clouds, and then we'll just call it slow clearing. Yeah, if it happens earlier, that'll be a good thing. Of course, that'll boost temperatures up a little more, but we'll take it 84 in the extended forecast. Again, looking good overall as we roll through the weekend with that low-end storm chance on Saturday, and then the really, really comfortable air kicks in early to mid next week. Lows in the morning in the 50s and afternoon highs in the upper 70s to around 80.